Hello, everyone. It is Carol from Lily Rose Blue. How are you this evening? I am filming this on Monday, July 29th. Raise your hand if anybody else is kind of excited for July to be over with. Yep, raising my hand here. Absolutely. Absolutely. I have with me tonight, I have Angel, Asa, and Adam. I have Amber. And I have Astrid and Arnold. Thank you to Carol at Crinkle Path and others who reached out to me to tell me that my videos were a little blurry. I know Suzanne sent me a message as well. Thank you for that. I hope that I have the problem fixed. The weird part of it is that it looks okay in my gallery. I didn't check it in YouTube, didn't feel I needed to, but apparently I do need to do that, and I will do that from now on. So, oops. Sorry. Just an FYI. You guys probably already do that. It wasn't something I did routinely. So, lessons learned, right? Lessons learned. I apologize as well because I am very much behind in responding to comments. So, I hope to catch up with that this evening or tomorrow evening, if at all possible. Yeah, July has just been a bit crazy. You guys heard me talk. If you've listened to my a previous video, you've heard me talk about my sister-in-law. You've heard me talk about the fair. And this weekend, it was so much fun, and I have a bunch more to learn about the sport. But my husband and I went to Minnesota to watch Blue of Lily Rose Blue play in the state summer U12 lacrosse state tournament. That's a mouthful, but we won, you guys. We won state championship. It was incredible. They were undefeated. Played another undefeated team for the championship. Our team had less of a point differential, so we were seated second and had to kind of, in my terms, wrestle up in to be able to. We had to win our first game on Sunday in order to play in the championship. So, yeah, it was pretty huge, pretty huge. Oh, wow. It was hot. It's even hotter here in eastern Iowa than it was in Minnesota. Actually, Minnesota was hotter over the weekend than it was here in Iowa. And essentially, it's just hot many, many places in the United States right now. Just very hot. So humid, so humid. My poor husband is out mowing the grass because things happen and he just didn't get it done Thursday night or Friday morning like he had hoped. You know, life happens, and it essentially really had to be done today, or yeah, it just would not have been good. You know what? And if he, we chatted just before I started to make this video, and I said, if you only get the front yard done, that's okay. Not as many people see the backyard. It has a lot of shade, and so the grass isn't great there. Plus, the neighbor has a pine tree that has killed a lot of our grass because of the needles, all of that. So if he doesn't get the back done, it's not that big of a deal. Anyway, that is my latest life update. And Kim, if you are listening to me tonight, you have been on my mind because we used to go to, I won't bore you with all the details, but on Interstate 35 instead of Interstate 280 to 63 to 52, which goes 52 and 63 and 52 go through southeast Minnesota. Because of the construction on I-35, we've been starting the last two trips, the last 2 months. We have gone this other way, and I know Kim lives in southeast Minnesota, and oh my gosh, it's very pretty there. It just is very pretty there. So Kim, I hope you're watching. Please know you've been on my mind, and sometime, gosh darn it, if I can get away, I need to stop and visit with you sometime. So with that, I will move on to this video is going to be a bit shorter, except now I've talked forever, because I'm trying to do a proof of concept just to make sure this is going to look okay on YouTube. I have recently made a couple of purchases on eBay. I absolutely, I promise I check Maker's Market first. And then I will also admit that I go through phases of ordering on eBay or Etsy, and then I won't for a long time. And then I order fairly often, and then I don't. So I was back in that, yes, I'm ordering phase. And, it has to be something reasonably priced with reasonable shipping. And I have to thank the Maker's Market for, and Angela, who actually was the first person to tell me about using Pirate Ship to ship your packages. I no longer, part of it is as I get older, I've been telling a few people that I'm Crabby Carol because I just don't have the tolerance for things like I used to. And I remember being that younger person and looking at that older person, and going, gosh, they're crabby. And now I've become that, but I also now understand it. Yeah, you just don't have the time or energy to put up with some of the stuff that happens out there. So, I have, just as a hint, and again, this isn't an issue on Maker's Market. I want to make that very clear. It is an issue on eBay. I've sold some things on eBay, and eBay has lowballed the shipping price to me. Like I will check what Pirate Ship is, and it's higher. And then I'll go to the USPS site, and it's higher yet. So as a seller, I have found that on occasion, eBay kind of lowballs their shipping to the seller. And conversely, highballs shipping for the person who's buying things. So, and maybe I shouldn't have said that. Nothing against eBay. Obviously, I still purchase things from eBay. I'm just telling you this as a public service announcement, as something to just watch and pay attention to. I have twice now really wanted something on eBay, and like the shipping for this little guy right here, they wanted $10 to ship this, and I'm like, oh, blankety blank, no, not gonna do that. So I messaged the seller and I said, I'm not paying $10 for shipping. You know, reduce the price of your shipping if you can, or reduce the price of the item. I'm not doing that. And within 30 minutes, the shipping was cut in half. So again, this is a PSA. It's not something I would have ever had the guts to do, maybe even 2 years ago. But number one, I know more. And number two, I've turned into Crabby Carol. Oh, I'm both equally proud of myself for not putting up with stuff and equally appalled at myself for being a little, you know, I shouldn't be. It's basically standing up for yourself. And we all need to do that. It's just not something that was in my DNA. And certainly, you know, God bless my parents, not anything I was taught to do. And in fact, in some cases, was probably actively discouraged from doing so because I was a woman or a girl, right? So there's that whole thing too. But anyway, I'll stop digressing. Here are 10 library cards that I purchased. This one goes back to 69. Oh, I'm sorry. So sorry. And this one, at least here, goes to 89. So 20 years. Here's another James Michener novel. 86. No. Yeah, 86. 97 to 04. This starts in 71 and goes to 87. I can't quite, I think 88. And I think ends in 89. Can't read, I think 1980. A blank one, a few blank ones, which is actually kind of fun as well. I mean, I'm glad there's a mix of blank as well as ones that are filled in. That's cool. So that was my library card purchase. Now, pardon me, I am going to... Nope, I always do it. It's always opposite, and I'm horrible at that. I got a steal, an absolute steal on these ledger pages. I also want to say, if on eBay it says, has the button to make an offer, they're open for you making an offer. Don't be shy about making an offer. You know, they'll either accept it or they won't. You know, now, if it's something you absolutely need and want and have to have, you know, your strategy is going to be different. Whoopsies. Hang on. That wasn't good. Sorry, guys. My foot, I'm barefoot, and my foot hit my power strip and turned all my lights out. Sorry. Eventful. Yeah, don't be afraid to make an offer. If they say make an offer, they're frankly probably expecting it. And I would also say probably a strategy is that they've not highballed it, but they've put it at a price where they have wiggle room, you know, to lower the price when you make an offer. So anyway, that's just some eBay tips for the day. But please, please look at Maker's Market first. So I'm sorry, I just thought of another strategy, is also to heart something on eBay. so you're watching it, if it's something you're interested in. Because then the buyer will often, as soon as they see that you've hearted something, they often will, again, within a half hour to an hour, I've had offers with a lower price come back to me, would you purchase this for $8 instead of 10? And often my answer is, yes, I will. So just things to keep in mind. It's okay. That's kind of what that platform is meant to do. And that's okay. It has its pluses and minuses. Etsy has pluses and minuses as well. And then we have the Maker's Market, which I would say the Maker's Market has learned from other selling sites and tried to improve upon some of these things. So that's my endorsement. So ledger pages. So here's one. I think these three are from the same book. I'm so sorry. Oh, man. Lots of allergens. So I've got, I'm dealing with that. It is what it is. It's that time of year. So if you notice, 505, 507, 509. In the description, it did say the lot will be 10. I think it's 10. I feel like there's more here. Maybe it's 20. Random pages of ledger. It just so happens these look like they're numerical, and it looks like the same handwriting to me. Somebody else wrote that, but the rest look the same. And then here's the back of this one. Isn't this fun? Something about board, beef hide, thrash bill, thresh bill, road work, some kind of gloves, I believe, or maybe doves. I don't think that makes sense, but anyway, bags of stuff, something seed, brown manly plow. This says 1916 over here. So yeah. Thought those were fun. Then here is this sheet of ledger, which is pretty fragile. Pretty fragile. Not horribly so, but fairly. And look how long and skinny this is. Isn't that, you probably can't see how long and skinny that is. So that's kind of fun. And look at the patina, right? So this would have to be backed with something. Or yeah. Here is another ledger page. Just a bunch of entries. $20 RDS, 39 times 6 for $11. Something fall wine, I believe, $1. Gas and one glass, $3.85. Gloves, $2.40, and it says something else here. Repairs, 30 cents. Wagon bed, 18. 80 rod, I don't know, 80 something wire. I don't know enough about wire. Binder repair, $4.50, $4.50. What else can I read here? Sled by Delbert, $2.50. Something with brush, Harrow, maybe. Grease bucket, 50 cents. Oil and quart finish, maybe 89 cents. Something in brush, $1.30. Two 33 by 4 tire, $64. 2-inch, I think is what they mean. And then 2-inch tubes, $10. Nails with something, 89 cents. Anyway, that's that ledger page. Here is another one, and I think these two probably go together. We have 19 and 21. Look at that. Isn't that just amazing? This might be a different journal because the numbering is very different, but the handwriting and the entries to me look very similar. So, which is fine. Spark plug, 50 cents. Number 22 day, 55 cents. I am not quite reading that. 6 penny nails, maybe 10 cents. 2 gallons of gas, 86 cents. So we have the month and the date, or the month and the day, but not the year. I suppose I could do research and maybe figure out what, an approximate timing based on prices. Bolts, July 23rd bolts, 05 cents or 5 cents. The 24th, 4 batteries, $1. 26 stove bolts, 20 cents. Yeah, so that's that. Here's one that I believe these all go together because it's 2012, 2014. Maybe these don't. Sorry. I think these two do, based on the handwriting and the numbering. So this says April 13th, 1908. This one says April 7th, 1908. So cash, $2. Job work, $2. School programs. Doesn't really say much more. Expense, J.B. Armstrong. No, I don't think, maybe that doesn't, I don't think that says alfalfa. I was thinking it did. Let's look on the back here if there's anything interesting. Sundries, $48.60. Can't read that. 40 cents. Dr. somebody, ISHULL maybe, $2.50. Yeah, so just things like that. Here's another one, $2.18, and the writing is different than this one. So I think this is a singleton, so to speak. 1910, January 1st, 1910. This might go maybe with that previous, hang on. Nope, the numbers are different. Anyway, 1910. Some kind of bolts, 45 cents. Looks like Olive's Plow. I don't know, $35. It's kind of expensive for back then. Then there are a couple of sheets of this paper. Lovely patina, nothing on it. Sheet number, account number, terms, name, rating, address, credit limit, and then things like that. This is what, probably from a bank, maybe? Here's another one. I bet you this with the line down it, I think goes with those other ones. So there's some more sheets of that. I don't know if this means April 20th through the 23rd. I don't think it means 1923, but it might. It might. This just feels older than 1923. Oh, nope. 4/23/23. So it is from 23. Still pretty old. So there's 4 pages of that. Here's just a fun blank ledger with these letters, P and Q on it. I think that's very fun. And then there's these ledger sheets with this cut in it. And I'm not quite sure what that's. It must have just been how, that's fingers, easy way to turn the pages. Farmers and Merchants Savings Bank, 1907. Leash. That's probably not right. I'm trying to read the writing. And see, they have black and then they have red with balances. Let's see if there's anything here we can read. Isabel Vineyard. I could be making that up. Maybe not. Vincent. Isabel Vincent, I think. J.M. Johnston. Something, I don't know if it's GTCT Wally. J&J something. Yeah, so a bunch of names. Final report, it says. Here are some other names. Very cool, and I love this edge. Love that edge. More of the same. More of the same here, for sure. Okay. Then we have these ledger pages, and are these the same? The numbering is not the same. Let's see. Everything else about these pages seem the same. Not numerically in order, but they seem the same. Whatever they wrote with is much easier to read. Box of breads, 2 gallons of gas, rope, 1 gallon of gas, 2 elbows, a tarp, pipe, nails, 4 to 8 inch bolts, sandpaper. Oh, turp is gallon of gas, or is turpentine, I bet, because this almost sounds like a painter or construction to me. Okay, so that just keeps on going like that. I still don't see any year on those. And then this seems, look at the rusty paper clip, you guys. How cool. Oh, see, not taking that off. My finger went right through that. Oops. So here we go. Do I see a year yet? Nope. I don't. And look how the paper clip rusted onto the back of this piece of paper. That's so cool. Ball of twine, 2 balls of twine, $2.70. 8 bolts, 8 cents. Harrow frame, $18. Reel board, sticks, bit, and bolts, $3. Okay, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Some blank. This front page is blank, but then you open this up. Again, more ledger, more of the same, I would say. Oh, this says jewelry, oil, cash, oil, something great. I can't read the rest of that. Walsh account. There's that. Here's another one, a different one yet. Commenced, month, day, year, subscriber, P.O. Box, when paid, how paid, paid to, and it says something entered according to Act of Congress in the year 1904 by Mary A. Bradbury in the office of the Librarian of Congress at Washington, D.C. Oh my gosh. How cool is this? Oh my goodness. So cool. So this says December 1st, 09. So I'm guessing 1909. So the next entry isn't until 1912. Oh, I guess that's kind of all over. 15, 16, 17. And it says here 19, 17, 16, 18. Yeah, so not consistent. So this must have been used for just a very, very special occasion, would be my guess. And then the last sheet is this oversized accounting sheet right here. I love these. And back in the day when I took some accounting classes, this is what we used. We didn't have any computer program. There was no Excel. And Lord help you, I remember on like my senior accounting assignment in high school, I was a penny off. And I looked and looked and looked and looked and looked and could not find it. After 4 hours and getting pretty late into the night, my father, who was a postmaster who had to reconcile his books all the time, took pity on me and he's like, give it here. And I think at the moment he probably thought he would find it right away. Yeah, guess what? He never found it either. So I was 1 penny off, and I honestly don't remember what the outcome of that was, whether I got marked down for that or not. I'm not sure. But I have a vivid memory of being in the kitchen, doing this at the kitchen table, and just starting to lose my mind, and it being like 10 o'clock at night, which was past my bedtime, and really past my dad's bedtime. And I don't know whether he was waiting for me to ask for help, whether he was waiting for me to cry, or who knows. But yeah, it got to be 10 o'clock. He's like, let me look at it. Yeah, just one of those memories of childhood, right? And with that, guys, I hope this video is not blurry. Thank you for watching, listening to me ramble. Thank you all who got me to over 400 subscribers. Thanks again. Big shout out to Carol at Crinkled Path for calling that out for Sierra at Coulee Craft Corner and myself. I really do appreciate that. Thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you to all of you who click like, all of you who write comments. I love it all. I was going to try to get to 500 subscribers by my birthday, which is September 4th. We are 5 weeks out, give or take a day or two. Is it possible? Sure, it is possible. Is it probable? No, probably not. But when I get to 500 subscribers, and so you guys can get the word out and help get the word out, I will have fabulous prizes. I'm not sure what it will be yet, but I will have fabulous prizes. Oh, you guys, I love you to pieces. Thank you so much. Thanks for putting up with me and your kind words at the loss of my sister-in-law. I really do appreciate that. You guys, as always, and like I said, I always meant this, but boy, does it have deeper meaning to me now than ever before. Please take care. Please stay safe. Have some fun. Live your life. Live your life. There's more to life than just work, too. Believe me. And also, God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Good night.